Miss Rose 960 here with another review, this time of Marvel Universe Greatest Battles comic packs of Juggernaut versus the Colossus. So there you go. So this is a cool pack, pretty rare. They've only packed it about like one per pack if I'm not mistaken. Being there aren't really too many super hard 2-packs to find because people don't really gravitate towards these guys, but they're still cool, mostly because they're just like repaints, so not a lot of people are so into that, but still cool. So as you can see, first of all, let me just say the differences between them. Well, first off, let me just talk about Colossus. So there you go. So as you can see, Colossus. So the differences between him and the original one, here is the original one. As you can see, his face and his skin and everything is more of a gray instead of a gunmetal or just like dark silver with some blue in it. So as you can see, that has changed drastically. Let me just move that so it's a little bit easier to see it. As well as the yellow has gotten a little lighter, and the stripe for the yellow has gotten skinnier, and the red of the suit is more of it's lighter red, and as you can see, the shoulder pads are different as well as the knee pads. There's no knee pads with this guy, but there is knee pads with the 2-pack one. And this, if I'm not mistaken, is a just direct repackage of the like 5-pack that came out a couple months ago. I don't have that one though, so I can't compare it and be sure with that, but I think it is. So yeah, so overall, there's a few differences. It's not just a full-on repaint, but it is just it's mostly a repaint. I mean, honestly, I haven't even compared these guys together until this review right now. So as soon as I put the other Colossus next to him, I realized the shoulder pads and knee pads are different. So that's kind of funny. I just thought I'd say that. But so yeah, so I didn't even tell before I even had this figure. Overall, I like the way that the shoulder pads are done on the new one. It hinders articulation less, and I think it looks a little better. I can't say that I like the knee pads better though, but it's a different take, which is nice. So as you can see, this is more of an old-timey comic one. This is more of a more modern Colossus one. So it's nice. It gives you more of an old one and a new one, which is cool. So yeah. So now let's first of all, let's go over articulation. So he's got ball hinge neck. Unfortunately, it does pop off easily, but it is easily popped back on. It's got good range of motion, which is nice. Ball hinge shoulders, bicep swivel, double hinge, elbows, swivel wrist, ball jointed upper torso, ball jointed thighs with thigh swivel, double hinge knees, and a hinge swivel ankle. So overall, good articulation, pretty basic articulation for Marvel Universe figures, and pretty much that scale. Now for the Juggernaut. This is the one that most people are going to buy this pack for. I certainly did buy it for the Juggernaut, and I'm glad I did, because it is just awesome. I mean, the Juggernaut sculpt before this one, it was just fantastic. Everybody loved it. It was really flying off the pegs and became rare pretty fast. And here he is with the original one. Just a fantastic sculpt. It is so menacing, so huge, and it just looks great. As far as these little I don't know, bicep chains, I guess you can call it, that are here. They are removable still. I would have hoped that they glued it on for this pack just to make it a little bit more better, but still, it is still loose. They are a bit tighter on this one. I don't know if it's just my figure or if they just made it a little bit more tighter for the 2-pack. I don't know though. But overall, as you can see, the rest of it is the same, except for the head, obviously. This helmet was not removable or anything, so we didn't have a straight up Juggernaut's face, so it's really actually nice to get this one. It gives more of a real look, and more of like a battle damaged almost. If you do like stop motion, you can like have Colossus hit this Juggernaut and pop off his head, and then which is the helmet, and then replace it with this Juggernaut, and then it's like the battle damage one. Overall, I think that the paint is better on this one. I love the paint here. That's what's great about these guys, because I had no problems with this paint. I thought it was great, and this one came out, and now this one looks a little less, which is very interesting. The brown is a lot darker, a lot better. I think a lot more movie. Well, it's more of a modern Juggernaut, I guess. This color scheme. This this is more of an old-timey one. I'm just looking from the comic in the back. I'll show you that in a second. But so yeah, so it is a little bit more kind of old school. As far as the red is slightly darker on this one than this one, but not too much. It's not a whole lot. As far as the face sculpt, looks great. Really looks fantastic. Very he looks like he's getting ready to punch somebody, so that's pretty cool. As far as articulation, he's got a ball hinge head, but it goes down a lot, just not up a lot, but it still goes pretty well. Ball hinge shoulders, biceps swivel, hinge elbows, swivel at the up here. It's a swivel right here. So yeah, ball joint upper torso, ball joint thighs with thigh swivel, double hinge knees, and swivel at the boot, and then hinges at the ankles. So overall, great articulation. Overall, nothing too many changes. It's a darker brown and a slight variation of red change, and then a new head sculpt. Is that enough to warrant to buy it? For me, absolutely, because I love the Juggernaut sculpt so much. But for you guys, it just depends. It depends if you have the original. If you have the original Juggernaut but not the Colossus, this is a nice pack to get because there are some new changes with Juggernaut, and it's such a great figure that you're going to want to get it, even though, because it's just so great. And then you get Colossus too. If you already have Colossus and don't have Juggernaut, I go with the original one just for the helmet, but this is a great one too. So overall, they're great. I think that the Juggernaut looks fantastic with the new Hulk fighting him. I think that he looks great. So overall, love this pack. You've got great artwork right here. I'm saying great a lot, sorry about that. But just, I love the artwork on the side here. It's just fantastic. You get a nice comic with, you know, as you can see, clearly the cover is just Juggernaut versus Colossus, so I love that. You got the little thing on the side here. Makes it a lot easier to identify it on the shelf, as well as in a little pose. Actually did a pretty nice pose in it. The Moon Knight and Ant-Man pack that's coming out, and then the Thanos and Adam Warlock. I have this one and have reviewed it, so check it out if you want to. So yeah, so overall, a worthy pack for me, but it all depends on you. With these packs, most of them are just repaints or resculpted paints, so it really just depends on what type of person you are, if you're okay buying repaints, and it depends on which figures you already have, if any. So overall, it was worth it to me, and I had both of the originals, so I'm happy I bought it, and definitely recommend that you buy it too. So there you go. So I got this at Walmart for about $18, and pretty happy with it. It's a nice pack, and it is, if I'm not mistaken, the rarest out of the new packs. So there you go. So that's my review of the Marvel Universe Juggernaut versus Colossus. Greatest battles, comic packs, Juggernaut and Colossus. Thanks for watching.